Hello Virgo, and thank you so much for joining me on my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for December the 16th through to the 31st. So, we've had the sun come out. My goodness, here comes the sun. Wow, beautiful card to come out for you as the first card out, Virgo. Now, this is a general reading, so just take what feels right and leave the rest, because parts of it will resonate and parts of it won't. If it does resonate and you'd like to delve into it more deeply and look into the future beyond, George says yes, George the Rooster, then the link is in the description box below, and I'd love it if you come over to that. We always get a whole heap of more information, and it's always fascinating what comes out in those readings. So, and if you enjoy this reading, Virgo, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment. I really appreciate it. So let's see. We've got a lot of big energies coming up. Moving into the age of Aquarius. I can see my cat Stella about to jump up as well. Here she comes. Hi, Stella. You come up to say hello to Virgo. It's very early in the morning this morning, so you can tell that Stella's here. George is having a good crow up, and my voice is a little bit croaky, but we'll get there. So the sun crossed by the Emperor. Yeah, lots of big energies. Moving from Sagittarius into Capricorn, the age of Aquarius on December the 21st, when Jupiter and Saturn have moved into the sign of Aquarius. And there is lots of things. We're really sort of setting ourselves up for 2021 here. So let's see what we got. The Queen of Cups in the recent past. Ooh, the Lovers in the near future. The Five of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Star card, and the Knight of Cups. Beautiful as an outcome. And the Three of Cups. I wanted to get one more for you. Celebration. Beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck, sorry, Virgo, losing my voice. At the bottom of the deck, the Moon card. So, yeah, you've got the sun and the moon, night and day happening here. And I think that those two polarities might be very interesting, and it might feel like you're stuck between two worlds almost, or two feelings. But I do feel like it's really, really positive, and the moons are going to have a very, very strong effect. And we've got a beautiful outcome coming up for you. So it feels really good. The cats always don't like the sound of the charm. So let's pull a charm for you, Virgo. Oh, we've got two have come out. So let's see, what do we have? The steering wheel. What direction are you going? Are you in control? Are you the master of your ship? Are you the master of your destiny? This is the question that you must ask yourself, or you could ask yourself if you wanted to. So, and I do feel like the answer is very much a yes with that coming out. And we've got a beautiful butterfly as well. So I feel like, things are transforming. This is actually, we're coming out of the cocoon and learning to fly again. But it is like, what direction are you coming? It's kind of interesting with these two together, because, when butterflies come out of the cocoon, they're always a bit groggy, and they're kind of just all like, oh, where am I? And all sticky, and they have to get their flap their wings and get them to be strong before they're ready to fly. So there's a moment of, I'm in this whole new space. What do I do? How do I operate in this? And that's where I feel like we're getting the sun and the moon, the night and the dark, but then you're learning to fly again in this new energy of Aquarius coming through. So it's really, really beautiful though. So that's why I think that there might be some moments, just reassuring you, if there are moments where you're feeling like that butterfly that's come out going, where am I? I don't understand it, feeling like a bit disorientated even, or just stepping into something that's an energy that's so new, it's taking a moment to adjust to it. Then there will be this glorious moment where your wings will unfold, and you'll see exactly what it is that you're working with here, and who you are, and how amazing this is. And at that point you will take off and learn to fly and fly again. So beautiful, beautiful. So let's start. Actually, I want to pull you an animal spirit energy before we start and talk to the fairies. Just wanting to get straight into it, Virgo. So let's pull animal spirit. We have the tiger. Beautiful. The tiger has come out, and the tiger is the night hunter, and we have the moon here. So I do feel like there's a lot to do with these light and dark polarities. And dealing with things, very strong things that are coming up in your intuition, a very strong state of karmic cleanse as well coming through for you. This one poked his head out, a little bit of opponent's wild daughter. So, but I don't feel like that's particularly significant. It just poked his head out, so I'm going to put it back. But that's really looking at things in the past. There might be something in the past that needs to be looked at to be able to be dismantled and moved on from with that tiger energy as we were speaking. So let's see who actually wants to come out. And that is something that only a minor thing though, because it only kind of flipped out, and it might only be for some of you, not all of you. So like I said, this is a general reading. Let's see what fairies we have here today. And then we've got the other daughter, Laced Moon's daughter, and G. Hobsbawm, and she turns around and looks at the future. So there is a message here of not getting stuck in the past, but there is something momentarily from the past that could have been having a hold on you that you might need to address. But then it's like we're fully turning around and looking at the future. There is nothing to fear from this future. And you can see she's just sort of like, it's like the butterfly at that moment where she's just sitting there, she's not flying, and it's just looking to the future going, how am I going to navigate this? How am I going to fly? How am I going to travel through this? And it's a new way of traveling through the air because, you know, it's the air sign. So yeah, it's a very, very strong message. There's nothing to fear from the future here. So yeah, very positive. And that G Hospa, he keeps you on track. He keeps you, it's a little bit, he's really good. He looks scary, but I love him when he turns up because he kind of goes, no, not going that way, not going that way. He kind of puts the blinkers on, but says nothing to fear. We're going this direction. And again, it's all about the direction that you're going in. So learning, maybe taking some new directions as well, because with this, I'm just getting, before we start, when you're on a ship, it's an emotional journey, a soul journey as well. The fact that it's come out connected to, it's an emotional and the air. We've got the water and the air coming in with these two charms. But it can be like this, it can be like, whoa, while you're trying to, it can go a little bit back and forth, sideways, every which way while you're on a boat. And it does require sometimes some great effort and great skill to steer it. So it is saying that there are multiple directions here, but really I think that this guy is saying it's like, the airport runway where they go like that and they go, this is the way. That's what he's doing. He's going this way, go this way. So it really helps you. So let's look at the tarot. The sun is crossed by the Emperor. So this is really a powerful cross here. The sun is about clarity, happiness, breakthroughs, major breakthroughs about someone very powerful in your life and connected to your own sense of power and success. So there is a breakthrough around that, and there's extreme clarity, and this opens you up to opportunities. So it's incredibly powerful. The Emperor is a symbol of power and success, but also making things a concrete reality, whereas in the past something may have felt like it wasn't possible. So a possibility becomes possible, and something previously impossible becomes possible. So yeah, a very interesting energy, because it's very boom, very strong masculine energy, like, wow, okay. It's interesting because of the, what it does is it kind of opens up it opens you up to this idea of success, and you are a powerful person, like that butterfly, and it's stepping into the new clothes, the new outfit, the new, shall we just say. And then it's like, well, how do I operate within that? What do I do? And for some of you might already be very successful and powerful. And this is just opening you up to more of that. Like I said, it's a general reading. So it's all about how it's going to affect you from different intensity levels. So in your conscious mind, we have the Hanged Man, which is, it's a combination of it. There's a moment of pause, a bit like those, the daughters that were coming out, the fairies' daughters, where it was just that moment, like we said, of pause, where things are in suspension, where it does almost look like he's coming out of the cocoon, and where you've got to kind of go through that process. It might feel like things aren't happening, but there is a very strong, it's like there could be a feeling of stagnation or being in limbo in your conscious mind, or this might be something that that you're wanting a pause as well. This is kind of what's right in front of you, what seems to be evident right in front of you. So with the Hanged Man, for some of you, this is also about surrendering to the process of transformation that's coming through. And I think that the Hanged Man, he can be uncomfortable, only in that it does feel like nothing's happening. Sorry, my voice just keeps being a bit croaky. It does feel like nothing's happening, but it is. That's what we're saying. So a huge thing is happening here, Virgo. So again, like surrendering, the art of being able to deal with that Hanged Man energy is surrendering to the process and knowing it's sometimes about sitting with an energy and taking a moment to integrate rather than moving forward. I do see the moving forward happening here. But there's just this moment of pause. And on a deep down level, we have the Seven of Cups. This is happening on either a subconscious level, or I actually do feel like it's not a soul or spiritual level, this Seven of Cups. I do feel like this is something happening deep down within you. It could be a deep emotional level. And what it does, it's a bit like that steering wheel that came out. There's so many different options and possibilities that suddenly arise from this new sense of a breakthrough about who you are, a new sense of this newness of who you are connected to success. So suddenly it's like, whoa, I can do all these things. It's opening you up. Some of them are good for you and some of them are not. Some of them are the right path and some of them are not. And it's a matter of navigating through that. And that seems to be a very, just for this this moment here before we step into the future, there's a moment of navigation, of being able to navigate quite a few choices and possibilities that are opening up here on a big level. And again, it's about opening up of things that weren't possible now are. But I think this is like, at first, this is like the boom. There's so many things possible. What am I going to be doing? And it can feel overwhelming as well, but this is happening on such a deep level. And that will actually make you want to spur into action. Like, what can I do? I feel like there's so many possibilities. And then it's frustrating with the fact that you've got the Hanged Man and it feels like there's nothing happening right at this minute, or there's a moment of pause. So understandable, that can be a frustration, but it's actually really, really powerful and successful. And so there's a lot of really good energy going on as well, depending on how you experience that. So in the recent past, we have the Queen of Cups, and this is, they wanted you to connect to what it is that really nourishes you, what really fulfills you, what really nurtures you as well. So there is this sense that they wanted you to connect to your heart in a big way and to start feeling strong enough. This is really strong masculine energy. So we needed the feminine energy, and we have the tiger as the feminine as well. The divine feminine is there with the moon and the tiger, and then we have the sun and the emperor, bang, right in your face. But these guys are taking they're there as well. Both of them are working together. And so we needed the feminine energy to kind of be in a strong position to be able to handle that strong masculine energy when it comes through. And that's what it was. It would have been around looking after yourself as well, looking at ways that you could have bring in some more self-love, some self-nurture, or feeling gratitude for your life. So there's a lot of ways that the Queen of Cups you can feel like your cup is full. So it really wanted to replenish that feminine side of you. In the near future, we have the Lovers. So there is, with all those possibilities that come up, there is a big decision, a direction, and I feel like it becomes clearer that it's two paths, not seven. There's two very clear directions here, and so a big decision is being made, and that might be, there still might be lots more of other possibilities, but it's kind of, if we break it down to a very big decision, it might be stay or go, and go might mean a gazillion possibilities, but when we break it down, that's what it comes down to. So I do feel like, yes, and we can see the sun is shining down, and there's this divine help coming through here with this card, and this is the card of Gemini, actually. So I do feel like, you've got the sun already in your placement. So this clarity is going to help you make this decision, this breakthrough, the fact you have the sun. So yeah, I think it's going to be, but there is this sense of an impending decision coming up that you will make, which is, I think you're going to make it. And of course, it's always up to you. It's always your choice, but I can see stepping into this, and I do feel like it's stepping into the new, stepping into that breakthrough energy, stepping into where do I want to go with this? Who am I now? I feel like I'm kind of almost a different person, and now I'm the authority. The Emperor always steers the ship. He's the boss. So, you're the boss. You're the creator of your life. That's really what's coming through here. You are presenting as the Five of Swords, though. So, and that's why it's the night and dark. There's the pulling of the different energies. It can feel like, when the butterfly comes out first and out of the cocoon, it's all like groggy and just going, where am I? And all of that. So this can be the Five of Swords. It's a conflict. There's conflict. Presenting a little bit conflicted about things. Also, this can be irritable energy when you're presenting as the Five of Swords. Just people are annoying you. You can be finding yourself getting into petty arguments or tit for tats, or it's just a lower energy because it's reacting to some of the energies that feel like they're clashing, but they're actually all working together. So this may be how you're feeling with the Five of Swords. So that's how you're presenting. And that's fair enough because the energies surrounding you have the Five of Wands, and there's conflict around that as well. Conflicting agendas, conflicting emotions, there's competition. And maybe you're just over it, I'm sick of being part of the crowd, I'm feeling like the Emperor. And I don't feel like one of these little guys. So there might be environments that are irritating you. It could be workplaces or even home, and that's because you've outgrown a situation here. So that will become very obvious and apparent to you, those areas that you've outgrown and are no longer kind of resonating with you as well. So, and again, it's like, when you come out of the cocoon, when you're in the cocoon, you're in this enclosed space. Might have been a secure and happy space for you, might have been quite stable, but when you come out, the butterfly can't go back into the cocoon. And it's sort of like, it no longer feels right or comfortable. And it's fair enough that this is what you're wanting. You're wanting a break. You're wanting your wish to come true. You're wanting something really hopeful, renewed hope. The star is always like such a beautiful, and we have the star, the moon and the sun. So there's quite these celestial bodies working. There's a higher energy working here for you on a higher level. And yeah, I understand that if you're feeling like this, you would want the star energy. It is coming. It is there. It's around you. So because as the outcome, we have the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups, and this is you moving forward. This is you. You've found your wings. You're connected to your heart energy, which they really wanted you to connect to, because this is a decision of the heart as well. That is the thing that's going to guide you through this. And there is a highly intuitive element to it as well. I feel like both of them are working together, your heart and your intuition. And this is you stepping forward, making some beautiful new changes, taking action, following your heart. And there's celebration around this. So this is absolutely beautiful. I think once you make that decision, things will suddenly feel really great. And then you're like, here I am. I'm this beautiful butterfly. I can fly. Look at my wings. They're magnificent. And now I can move forward. And so, yeah, it's very, very beautiful, inspirational energy coming through for you, Virgo. So absolutely lovely. And we have, as your animal spirit energy, again, this is the divine feminine, the tiger energy coming through. This is Mama Tiger, and she hunts at night. And this is all, I'm getting very strongly, this is around releasing a lot of things that have been inhibiting you or holding you back from the past, releasing things from the past. And this has got the energy of a karmic cleanse to it, is what I'm feeling with this, because we're wanting you to clear a lot of stuff out. You don't want to be burdened and heavy. You want to feel light so that you can fly and use those wings to the best of your ability. Let them take you places that you may have never thought possible. So she's a very, very powerful hunter, and she knows how to pinpoint and find those things in the darkness. She's the night hunter, and she devours them and destroys them. So it's a matter of releasing that very potent energy of release and dismantling that. And so that can also make you feel a little bit like this, a little bit off. So all these energies are working together, but it has the potential to make you feel it could, not for all of you, but it can make you feel a bit unsettled as well. And so here's the beautiful moon herself, the divine feminine coming through, and she is the ruler. The tiger energy is also highly intuitive, and so is the moon. So these energies are all working together. And she's weaving this beautiful energy and bringing this, connecting you very deeply and strongly to your heart and your intuition. So the moons, this reading is for the 16th, but we did just have the Sagittarius new moon on the 14th, and there's also a full moon at the end of this cycle as well. So there is, I think the moons are going to have a very strong effect on you, but I'm basically getting that I'm just getting this beautiful, beautiful energy of her weaving her energy into you at night, into the dark places, helping that tiger energy, shedding some lovely, beautiful moonlight into some darkness and helping it become illuminated so it can heal, and so it can be released. And so you can understand the higher, the intuitive knowledge around that. So the deep knowledge. So she's working her magic in a very, very lunar way. And it's absolutely beautiful. But again, this energy can feel unsettling. And that's why I think that Hanged Man energy is so important, in that it is surrendering to a process and allowing it to happen. You might actually have some very interesting dreams along this way as well. So pay attention to your dreams when the moon comes in this strongly. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, learning to fly again, Virgo. But this, we go through different phases of metamorphosis and transformation through our life, but this is like, it feels really big. It feels like totally new, like we haven't had these wings before, and let's see how they work. And I do get this moment of you, I keep getting this moment of you looking and seeing your wings and going, oh my gosh, aren't they magnificent? So there is going to be this moment of realization, so which is going to bring this sense of awe and wonder, which is really beautiful. So this is the reading. I think it's, 2021 is going to be a really, really interesting year for you. This is setting you up for that. This is the final transition, the passage. It might feel like you're being tested. You might feel like, because you're going through that cocoon and coming out. But yes, it is, on the other side, it's going to be so worth it. So thank you so much. I'm going to take this over to the the on-demand reading, the Vimeo extended reading. We'll look at the future beyond, which will take us into 2021, and we'll pull some more information around these cards and find out what's going on. So I'd love it if you could come over to that, because I'm sure there's so much more that can come out here, and I'm curious to know what's going to happen when I want to see what's into the future for you. So the link is in the description box below, Virgo. I'd love it if you come over to that. And I usually pin a comment as well. But if this is we're leaving each other, Merry Christmas to all of those that celebrate Christmas as well. And happy 2021. Hopefully I'll see you before then. But if I don't, happy 2021. I hope it's a wonderful year. I know it's going to be really exciting and new and different. And thank you so much for joining me. If you liked and appreciated this reading and want to hear more, please like, subscribe and leave a comment. Take care, Virgo. Bye.